Hey, I'm Jay, and I've got something to say about rewards programs and shopping portals. So, little tips and tricks. Hopefully, most of you guys are either aware of Rakuten, which used to be eBates way back in the early 2000s, and maybe like the Capital One browser extension that shows you sales. So, the ones that I have been using the most, I've tried a couple other ones. I don't like the ones that give you like points, and then it's nebulous as to what a point is. So I like Retail Me Not and Top Cashback and Rakuten are the ones that I've been using that seem to have, Top Cashback and Retail Me Not seem to have the highest bonus categories. And then, Rakuten has is the biggest, kind of most standard. It sounds like Be Frugal is still around. I haven't looked at that in a long time, but it doesn't seem to be the top, cashback category. It takes 10-14 weeks to get cashback. It's a long time. So, but if you keep it rolling, if you're constantly getting $30 to $40 a month, then eventually that payout will be pretty consistent. Right now I basically started in the summer, so I'm just starting to look for payouts now. I also won $100 from a survey giveaway at Top Cashback. It's supposed to be 50, I think, but they gave me 100, and they have a 5% gift card bonus. So I cashed out for Starbucks and got $105 for free just for filling out a survey and winning some kind of giveaway there. On Top Cashback, Ibotta has some stuff like that. But so basically, you want to use those, and you can basically triple dip, right? So you can get 1 to 10% cashback at certain sites. Like the more luxury brands tend to have higher cashbacks. Just someone for PetSmart had a 20% cashback, and then it's stacked with a Chase deal or something. So basically, you build up balances, and then they can pay you out by Venmo or PayPal or something like that. So you do that to get. That seems to be the biggest cashback, and you still get your points on your credit cards. So you pay for something anytime you're shopping online. You go through the portal, you pay for it with a credit card that earns points. You get the points on your credit card, any cashback from a bonus offer on your credit card, because that just requires you to spend at the merchant. It doesn't require you to go through the shopping portal. Some exceptions, like if you're signing up for a meal kit, they want you to follow the link from the credit card shop portal. Chase has a shopping portal, so that'll earn you extra Chase credits. United has a shopping portal. American Airlines has a shopping portal. Probably the restaurants have a shopping portal. Stuff like that. So I uninstalled my extensions for United and American because they always seem to be about 1 or 3% when I can get 10% cash back for 3% American Airlines point mile. But there's a site called Cashback Monitor that you can search for stores, and it'll tell you what rewards programs have the highest rebates. Rakuten's also great because if you have Amex, you can earn Master Rewards instead of cents. Or member rewards, whatever they call it, MRs. You can earn Amex points instead of dollars at Rakuten. So that might be more valuable, even if it's a less cashback percent. It might be more valuable than a Retail Me Not or Top Cashback for you. So another browser extension. So I just found out that Cashback Monitor, where you can go and look and see which rewards program has the highest cashback at a given website store. They also let you set up monitors. So I have a monitor that says anytime Target goes over 2%. I think I have it set at 3%. Because I've seen 1 and 2% a lot at Target, and we do a lot of shopping there. So anytime Target goes to 3%, it's going to send me an email. If you have the Amex Platinum and you have a Dell credit, you can say, I'm going to spend that when Dell goes over 10%, when it's 12 or 15%. And then I'll use up my Dell credit for and double dip that way. Right, so you double dip that way. If you're shopping in person, you can't use the shopping portal, but what you can do is there's a bunch of apps where you can scan receipts and earn points. And if you do name brands, I had one, we bought Cheerios, So instead of getting 25 points for scanning a receipt, I got 900 points for buying a General Mills product. And there's a whole bunch of them. So I just got $5 from Coin Out and Fetch Rewards, and I'm really close to, I'm over $5, but I'm going to wait for the $10 because you get more bang for your buck. Like the more points you bank up and spend, the more value you get. So it's like 5,000 points for a $5 gift card, but it's 9,500 points for a $10 gift card, and it's only like 1,600 points for a $20 gift card. Right now, I just installed a new one called Frisbee, so I don't know about that one, but I use Coin Out, Receipt Pal, Receipt Hog, Fetch Rewards, and I have Ibotta installed, but I don't like using Ibotta. Ibotta's better if you're like clipping coupons and you're buying a lot of name brand stuff that qualifies for coupons like Kraft and General Mills and Post and Kellogg's, stuff like that. So Ibotta has a lot of different things. Like they have the things where you can like download apps from the App Store to earn extra points and do surveys, and there's a whole bunch of stuff. But basically, I like the interface for Receipt Pal and Receipt Hog, and you can link your emails or some of your membership accounts like Walmart or Target, and it'll automatically scan every once in a while those programs or your emails for new receipts that qualify, or you can take pictures of paper receipts. So if you're shopping online, you get an email receipt, you have those apps scan it, you earn a couple of points. They're much slower. It's not like 1% back. It's maybe 0.2% back, something like that. Like it's been 3 months and I got $10. And that's by double dipping because I guess they don't talk to each other. It seems like there's one that talks to each other, because there was one I scanned a receipt and it said, no, you already had that receipt scanned. So there's maybe like two but there's a lot of independent ones. So with the shopping portals, they load a cookie, and only one cookie is valid at a given time. Like only the newest cookie is valid when you go shopping on a portal. So only one portal gets the information back from the store that says this person made a purchase. The receipts, because you're just scanning the receipts, every one of those apps you can scan the same receipt. So you're basically quadruple dipping. It's just how much time do you want to spend taking pictures and submitting receipts and letting it like churn as it syncs to your email and scans your email for new receipts. So Receipt Hog, Receipt Pal, Coin Out, Fetch Rewards, Frisbee. I'm sure there's a half a dozen other ones out there that I'm not aware of. Most of them have a sign-up bonus where it's like, scan 3 receipts and we'll give you $5, like just for installing the app. And then it's like 6 months before you earn another $5. But every little bit helps, every little bit counts, right? So then, and the last tool I use is called Camel. And there's one called Honey. So the browser, Camel's a website. You can search, it only works on Amazon. You can search products and look at their price history. And you can filter that by like the last 3 months, the last year, forever, the last 10 years, whatever. You can set up alerts. You can say, like, send me an email when the price drops on this below $25. From Amazon, from a third-party seller, used, a whole bunch of options. But they also have a browser extension. So as you're browsing Amazon, you can just hover over the browser extension in the bar at the top, and it'll bring up the price history chart. So it's really hard to tell on sales on Amazon whether the prices are inflated, whether that's normal on a product, right? So, like, I have a INSE cordless vacuum, right? They list it as retail $180. It's never above $150, ever. Most of the time it's at $120. I think we got it for $99. I think the best I've ever seen was $80. So, like, it's usually around $100, $120. It's never $180. It never has been, ever. But they list the price so that it looks like it's on sale, so you think you're getting a good deal. So perfect example of how to, like, track the history and see, okay, is $120 good? Is $100 good? Is $80 good? And there's one called Honey that works on some other sites. I know it works on Newegg for electronics, and I think it works for some other things, but it's kind of like the Capital One shopping extension where, like, the Honey one, it'll kind of just pop up deals. So I highly recommend Camel, either setting up alerts or installing the browser extension, or both. Probably most people it's probably pretty safe to install the Capital One shopping portal. That's probably got the biggest distribution. So it's probably the least buggy and the least performance impacting. And then, use some kind of cashback shopping portal just all the time. There's no reason. You're just leaving money on the table if you're not. It's included in all those companies' marketing fees. They're paying basically referral bonuses for the traffic to get to that site. So you're leaving money on the table if you're not using those. So anytime you shop online, use a shopping portal like Rakuten or Top Cashback or Retail Me Not or Be Frugal or whatever your preferred thing is. Just use those all the time. But those are the ones that I use. I stopped using Ibotta. Haven't looked at Be Frugal in decades. And I browse Slick Deals, which is just a website where people post deals, and then the moderators clean them up so that they're all kind of in the same format. And they've got like a top deals of the day. They've got categories. You can earn some kind of loyalty points for the more times you upvote and downvote stuff. So Slick Deals is a good one. And then I've started looking at Doctor of Credit because one of the podcasts I read refers to him all the time. So if you're looking at like churning credit cards in banks, if you're looking for like bank checking sign-up bonuses, things that like how to qualify for direct deposit for those types of things. Sometimes when things like stack up, right? So there was like a Chase like 20% off of PetSmart and a shopping portal 30% off of PetSmart at the same time. So you could basically get, like 50% cash back on your PetSmart purchase that week or those couple of days, stuff like that. Airline deals, like elevated offers on credit cards, stuff like that. So Doctor of Credit's kind of like abusing the bank, like public deals website to look at, and then Slick Deals is like what's on sale, what people think are good deals. There's a lot of stuff on there like Legos. Like anytime Legos more than $1 off, somebody posts the Legos. It's not necessarily a great deal, but people still think that Legos never go on sale, even though they do now. So like there's stuff like that, but then there's also good stuff. There's good stuff on there a lot of times too. So don't leave money on the table. It's baked in. You're paying for it anyway. You're paying for the marketing costs. Everybody else is paying for the marketing costs. So take advantage of it and get that little tiny bit of cash back.